Lord bless me. I be falling hard, babe, can you catch me? Coincide, she keep trying to harass me. Telling me she don't fall in love often. Understand that you gotta impress me. Sneaky talking, she never address me. I be lying, she know it obsessed me. If I come as you are, just accept me and understand.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Rose and welcome back to some more Nekopara. I know it's been a while since the last episode. I know you guys been wanting more cat girls, and I'm here to deliver. So, where we last... Yeah, we're on chapter 1. Okay, yes, load my save. So, I skipped a few things by accident, I think. How do I... There's a way you can look at, there. Yeah, the older things. Okay, so after we fell asleep, Shigure came. We called Shigure. I don't know if she's like actually like in our house, but I know we have contact with her. Oh, I think I can play it back. Oh. Regarding this situation, I want to respect Chocola and Vanilla's intentions. If Chocola and Vanilla agree with it, then I'll come get them. I finally got a hold of Shigure. Leaving no room for bargaining, I cut to the chase. But Shigure, even if you say that, I don't think Chocola and Vanilla will... Alright, and that's where we left off. By the way, Nisama, would you whisper this morning's sweet nothings to your little sister? Don't make it sound like it's a daily ritual or something. In any case... I'm sorry. Father's calling me, so I need to get going. Oh, wow. Wait, Shigure! Damn. Fucking hung up on me. Seriously? As the ruthless electronic buzz of the dropped call echoed, I stared at my cell phone. And here I thought I could sort all of this out if I could just talk to Shigure. Hey, we're back! I wanna touch him. Yeah. I'm back. I'm back. Pat, pat, pat. Pat, 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 pat. Pat, pat. Pat, pat, pat. Pat. Pat, pat, pat. Master's breakfast always tastes good. Chocolate, there's some ketchup on your cheek. It's cutely artistic. Oh God, don't do that. Oh, lick it off. Oh, that's weird. The cat girls in question were happily stuffing themselves with sandwiches. These sandwiches incidentally contained tomato, cheese, and lettuce, with an over-easy fried egg tucked inside all of that. It was a simple meal. Breakfast was pretty much like this. That's a pretty good breakfast. You two are definitely going home today, okay? Is it not fun having Chocola and Vanilla around, Master? Chocolate is a lot of fun, you know. With Chocolate, it's a world-class level of fun. Master really was looking forward to it last night, too. Stop with the deliberately misleading words. I sighed at their happy-go-lucky mindset. I took the opportunity to fill their empty glasses with milk. The eating habits of cat girls were pretty much the same as those of humans, so that part was straightforward. Of course, what they liked and disliked depended on each individual cat girl. In the end, I wasn't able to get everything put away yesterday. Today, I really do have to start getting ready for the bakery's opening, too. Yeah, I'm trying to get money. I'm trying to become rich. I'm trying to become the new Gordon Ramsay. That's why I don't have time to relax and play with you two. Be good girls and go home. I said that to them with a sandwich in my hand. Oh, the music cut out. Will Chocolate being around cause problems for Master? She put her sandwich down on her plate. And just like yesterday, she looked at me with upturned eyes. Yeah, it's a problem. Jesus Christ. I answered her clearly. I see. So that's how it really is. Damn. I'm a fucking harsh motherfucker. Her shoulders dropped more than before. The ears which sat atop her head drooped down heartedly too. Chocola. Unable to make a fun of anything, Vanilla could only look on with concern. The pain from last night pricked at my heart again. I tilted the already cooled coffee cup as my emotions dulled, unimpeded by my judgment.
それでも
Besides,
それでも
besides,
ショコラは
Chocola wants to
ご主
be
人
with
様
Master.
の
Her usually always perky ears were drooping. Chocola was speaking clearly under her own volition.
ショコラがいるなら
If Chocola is
私
here,
もここ
then I am
に
too.
私もここ
I
に
think
い
I want
た
to be
いと
here
思
too.
う
Vanilla's usually blank expression did not change. However, she showed me her strong determination.
うん
I don't remember Chocolate and Vanilla ever being this disobedient. That thought stayed at the back of my mind. But if I was going to be swayed by that, then I wouldn't have said this. Look, I need you two to understand. Huh? Oh. Who's at my door?
ご注文ありがとうござい
I
ま
want
す
the royal
ロイヤ
wood.
ルウッドです
The royal wood? Oh, a tableware seller. Thank you very much for your
ご
business.
注文いただきました Tea
I'm here to
セットの
deliver the
配達に
tea sets
お伺い
that
し
you
ました
ordered.
ではこちら
I'll bring them
お店
into the
の中に
bakery.
運ん
Oh, cool.
こちらの段ボー
This
ル
should
で
be all
全
the
部ですね
boxes.
では間違いなけれ
If
ば
everything looks
事
to
業
be
者
in
のサ
order,
インをいた
could
だ
you
いても
please
よ
sign
ろ
this
しいでしょう
invoice?
か
She smiled brightly and brought out the invoice along with a pen. Okay, let's see. I looked over the sales invoice I received once more. Somehow, this doesn't look like what I ordered.
え本当ですか
Is that so?
それは
Are you
品
saying
物
that
が違う
these
という
aren't
こ
the
とでしょう
correct
か
items? No, the stuff I ordered is in here, but I looked over at the pile of boxes inside the bakery. Inside of my tiny bakery was a mountain of boxes. A mountain. It was as if the inside of the bakery had become completely made of boxes. As you can see, we don't need this much tableware inside the bakery.
すみません
I'm
すぐ
sorry,
本社に
I'll
確
check
認
with
し
the
ます
main
ので
office right away.
少々お待ちいただいてもよ
Could
ろ
you
しい
give me
で
a
しょう
few
か
moments? What the fuck? You gave me too many fucking tables! What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Fuck you. I fucking hate having too many tables, you know.
こちらのミスで
Due to an
別の
error
注
on our
文書と
part,
混
it
じって
appears
し
that
まって
another
いたよう
order
で
got
した
mixed in with yours.
水無月様の方
I
も
imagine that
す
you
ぐ
may
に
be
ご
in
入
need of
用
these
と思い
items
ます
right
の
away.
で
Minaduki-san.
もしよろしければ
So
ご
if
注
all,
文分の
if,
食器を
if
受け
at all
取っていただけれ
possible,
ばと思う
if you
の
will
です
be able to
が
accept the portion that's your order. Accept my portion. Huh? Out of all this? The mountain of cardboard boxes towered over everything. I was at a loss for words. Every box was of equal size. I wouldn't know what was inside of each of them without opening them up. On top of that, looking at the sales invoice, I could see that they all contain expensive tea sets and tableware. Oh shit, I skipped one. Fuck. And if I wasn't careful handling this stuff, it wasn't gonna be a real big problem. Okay. There's still things that I need doing in advance of my bakery's opening, so I don't mind accepting these. But it's gonna take a while to separate all this.
もちろん私もお
Of
手伝い
course,
させてい
I
た
will
だ
be
き
more
ます
than
の
happy
で
to help.
私も
I have to make it to my next
次の配
delivery
達に
after
行か
all.
ないといけないですし
Look, you don't need to put all this pressure on me. From looks of it, it would take 2 hours or more. But to have it re-delivered would take double the effort, too. Jesus, how did you two stack up top each other? That's a new skill? That's right! I have a lifeline! Yes! What is it? You two, get to work! You have a new job.
猫ちゃんたち本当に助
You've
かり
really
ました
saved me, cat girls.
ありがとうございます
Thank you.
本当にありが
Thank
と
you
うござい
also
ます
very much.
では私はこれで失礼
Well
させ
then,
ていただきますね
I'll be on my way. See you later, table bitch. I'm exhausted. I glanced at the table where we had finished organizing, lowered myself into a chair and relaxed my shoulders.
ご主人様
Master, have some cold tea. Thanks, Chocola. Don't mind if I do. I downed the cold tea in one gulp. Somehow or another, the light meal tableware had arrived. Soon, I really had to get the bakery ready for its opening. I did say I needed any help I could find, and I really did need help this time. Hmm?
じー褒めて褒めて褒めて褒めて
Don't stare at me like that. I'ma touch you. Get the fuck out of my face.
にゃにゃにゃうにゃ
I I could sense the praise me aura coming from Chocola. She had a wide smile on her face and I was in ready stance to receive my approval. Thanks. I couldn't have done it without you two.
ご主人様に褒めてもらっちゃってやっぱにな。
Don't get all excited.
うんうん。
Yes, yes, it was worth it, watching from the shadows. You did well. What?
ショコラ。
Chocola was helpful, right, Master? Right?
やっぱりご主
It's
人様
difficult for Master to work alone after all. Right, right?
うんうん。
Yes, yes. Assistance from a cat girl is definitely effective. If we weren't here, I imagine you'd still be sorting boxes. Hey, you two are getting a bit close. They lean forward towards me for emphasis. It is true that without you two around, this would have been a real problem. But that's a different issue than the one from before. You two have to go back home. Besides, it's not like I could ask you two to work for me or anything, okay?
そうです。
Is that so? Chocola guesses it's no use then. Her shoulders drooped along with her ears and tail. The enthusiasm she showed earlier had completely disappeared. She sighed deeply and looked disheartened. Since we're here anyways, Chocolate guesses she'll go clean up.
してきます。
She trudged up to the second floor, still dejected. Chocolate isn't an idiot. I knew she was pushing herself to be bright and full of energy. But even so, this wasn't something I was going to easily change my mind about. For how much she cared about me, it was all the more reason to stay the course.
ご主人。
Is it that much of a bother for us to be here, Master?
そんなに迷惑
Are we bad cat girls?
悪い子？
She spoke quietly in her usual way. Vanilla tilted her head as she asked that question. You two aren't bad cat girls, and that's why I can't have you stay here.
悪い子じゃない。
We can't even stay even though we aren't we can't stay even though we aren't bad cat girls? It's because you two are good cat girls that I can't allow it.
うーん。
You're being confusing. She blinked as she took in my words. It was almost as if she was trying to peer inside my heart. She quietly stared directly at me.
人って難しい。
Humans are hard to understand. Cat girls do not understand such things. If we like a human, we want to be near them. At the very least, that's how I feel. Vanilla. I will go check on Chocola. With those words, she went upstairs. Damn! The sound of her small footsteps slowly disappeared, and before long I couldn't hear them anymore. Humans are hard to understand, huh? Inside the bakery, now devoid of anyone but myself, I repeated those words she had just said to me. Now that I think about it, that's a pretty inconsistent way of thinking, isn't it? Cat girls do not understand that. Having heard that said aloud, I began to understand what it really meant. It must be pretty nice to live the simple life of a cat girl, huh? In the sudden quietness of the bakery, I closed my eyes, and I shook off the bitter smile on my face as I began to clean up the tea sets that had arrived earlier. I am fucking up so bad. I can't read. Let's just say the cup broke by itself. Intermission. Ah, we're outside. Huh? That takoyaki seller isn't here today. Just like yesterday, we took a walk through the park in the evening. However, that food stand was nowhere to be found. It just so happened that no one was home on the day I decided to take two cat girls home. I had also happened to leave the house key behind, so to make good use of time, I wanted to do some shopping before Shigure got home. Sorry, Vanilla. What was it called? Catnip? That sounds about right. That isn't the right word at all. Chocolate, if you're tired, why don't we rest a bit? Okay. Maybe a little bit. No. Chocolate is fine. Sorry to worry you, Master. There's no need for you to apologize. She had a troubled smile on her face as she nodded. It was pretty clear why she wasn't in good spirits. That's why there was nothing I could really say to her. Well, there happens to be a bench over there, so why don't we rest a bit? In that case, I will go buy something to drink. Thanks. Something for everyone, okay? Understood. Leave it to me. I handed Vanilla some change and offered the bench to Chocola. Ah, sad bench sit. The constant breeze rustled the trees in the park. All that could be heard throughout the empty park were the quiet sounds of nature. I silently sat down next to the disheartened Chocola. Like the gently setting sun, time passed by slowly.
ショコラ
Chocola,
帰ります
we'll go home. Her voice was so quiet that I wasn't quite sure if I had heard her or not. Oh, the music's coming in. I'm tearing up, man. Even so, she answered clearly. Without saying a word, I responded by gently rubbing Chocola's head.
たまには
Is it alright if Chocola calls you sometimes, Master? Yeah.
また
Would it be
ご
alright
主
to go
人様
visit
の
you as
とこ
well,
ろに
Master?
遊び
Yeah.
ご主人様
Master, will you be sure to think about us every day?
ショコラは
Is it alright for Chocola to still call you Master, even if Chocola is far away from you?
呼んでても
Her voice trembled as she frantically wiped away her tears. She stifled her sobbing and her voice became strained. She looked pained as she did her best to hold back her emotions, biting her lips. I held back my irresponsible words that were on the brink of coming out with all my strength. Yeah, of course I will.
ごめんなさいご主人様
Damn, I didn't know this was gonna be sad. What the hell? I was frustrated at myself for saying nothing. I felt empty. I could only offer condolences that could not be put into words. I rubbed Chocola's head as gently as I could. You really are kind, aren't you, Master?
優しい
I don't really think I'm kind at all.
ご主人様
You said the same thing
前
before,
も同
didn't
じ
you,
こと
Master?
言って
Before? Chocola closed her eyes and smiled.
覚えてます
Do
か
you remember?
ショコ
When
ラと
Chocola and Vanilla were
ご主人様と
taken
しぐ
home
れ
by
ちゃんが
Master and
連
Shigure-chan?
れて
Ah, of course. Ah, of course I remember that. It was a cold day half a year ago. Chocolate and Vanilla were huddled together, crying by the side of the road. They were still so young, they couldn't even speak yet. It was that day that I embraced their small, cold bodies and took them home with us. There was no way I could simply forget that important day when our family grew bigger. In the beginning, you two really couldn't get used to things at home.
あの時は
We were scared back then because we were in an unfamiliar house with people and cat girls we didn't know. You two wouldn't eat at all, which really worried Shigure. Yes,
とっても
we
心
really
配か
did
け
make
ちゃ
her
いま
worry.
した
I started to hear a tiny bit of laughter in her voice as we reminisced about the past.
ショコラとバニラ
Do
が
you
熱を
remember
出した時の
when Chocolate and Vanilla had a fever too?
覚えてますか
Ah, I definitely do remember that. Oh, a flashback! Oh! It was a few days after we brought Chocolate and Vanilla home. At that point, they'd only occasionally drink some water, and as always, they didn't really touch their food. The combination of malnourishment and cold weather had really begun to weaken their bodies. They both developed high fevers and were in pain.
あの時は夜中で誰にも気づいてもらえなくて
No one had realized it that
と
night,
にかく苦しくて
but we felt so much pain, anguish, and
寂
loneliness.
しくて声も出せ
We
な
couldn't
くて
speak or move our arms
手
or
も
legs at
足も
all.
全然動かなくて助けて
All we could do was cry and cry as we kept hoping for anyone to come and save
ただ
us.
泣いてたんですそしたら
And then, it's alright. I'm with you too, so don't worry.
ご主人様が大きく
My big warm
撫
hands.
でてくれたん
My
です
big manly hands.
ずっと
You kept saying, don't
そばで
worry, don't worry,
大丈夫
as you stayed by our side,
ショコラとバ
and
ニラ
continued to stroke and comfort both Chocolate and Vanilla.
朝になって
When morning came, you took us to the hospital. You were always by our side.
なんで
We
心
felt so
細かった
anxious and helpless,
全
but
部
made
嘘だった
but
み
made
た
that
い
all seem to go away. Shit, man.
あの時も同じこ
Back
と言っ
then,
てま
you
した
said the same thing,
俺は別に優しくなんか
that you
ない
didn't think you were being kind.
でもショコラた
But
ち
if
は
Master hadn't saved us,
ご主人
Chocolate
様
and
が
Vanilla
助け
wouldn't
て
be
く
here
れな
now.
かったあの時
Back
ご
then,
主
if
人
Master
様
wasn't
が
by our
そばにい
side,
てくれなかったら
we still wouldn't be able to trust
でも
anyone.
信じるご主人様のおか
Thanks
げ
to
で
Master, we were able to eat
ご飯も
again.
食べれるようになりましたしぐれちゃんと
We were able to become friends with Shigure-chan and everyone else. That's why, from that day forward,
ショコラのご
Master
主
became
人様
Chocola's master.
ご主人ショコラはそれ
It
か
was
ら
after that day that Chocolate
優
began
し
loving
い
her
ご主
kind
人
master,
様のこ
you
と
know?
が大好き
I wish that her tearful eyes would not spill over. Those tears were filled with anxiety, sadness, and happiness. She smiled all she could before me.
だから
That's
ショ
why
コ
when
ラがご
Chocolate
主
heard that
人様
Master
がい
wouldn't
な
be
くなっ
around
ちゃうっ
anymore,
て聞いていても立って
Chocolate
もい
couldn't
ら
do
れな
anything
く
else
て
but wanted to go with
どう
Master.
してしぐれち
So
ゃんに
Chocolate begged
仲良
Shigure-chan.
し
She said that with the faintest of smiles, one that seemed as if would disappear at any moment. Those words were so gentle and warm, but there was also an undeniable sadness and emptiness mixed in with them. Chocolate. I was the one she was saying all this to. Even so, the only thing I could say back to her was her name.
お金のこととか
Chocolate guesses cat girls
難し
don't
い
really
こと
understand when it comes to money and
や
other
はり
complex
猫に
things.
はわからないでも
Still,
でもやっ
no
ぱり
matter what,
ショ
Chocolate
コ
wants to
ラ
be
は
by
ご主
Master's
人
side.
ご主人様が辛くて
When Master is having a tough
大
time
変
or
そう
is in
なの
trouble, somehow
なん
Chocolate
と
just
なく
knows.
わかります本当に
Chocolate just
な
somehow
んとな
does.
くですけどお掃除で
Whether
もお
it's
洗濯
cleaning,
でも
doing
お
the
料理
laundry,
で
or
も
cooking, Chocolate will
ショ
do
コラ
anything to
がお
help.
手伝いできること何でもしますから今すぐには
Even
で
if
きなく
Chocolate
ても
can't do it properly right
絶対
now,
にちゃんと
Chocolate
で
will
きるよ
absolutely
うに
make
な
sure
り
that
ま
she'll
す
be
か
able
ら
to do things right away someday.
だから
That's why,
もう一
would
度
it be
だけ
okay to ask for one more favor?
ショコラは
Chocolate wants to be with Master! Chocolate voiced her feelings clearly once again, and barely kept her tears from overflowing. Of course, Chocolate, if you could be with me. I was engulfed by my inner thoughts which were ready to overflow. She yearned for me so earnestly. For her to so innocently believe in me, there should be no reason for me to be against it. That day, Chocolate and Vanilla became an important part of my family. As long as they were with me, the days would be bright and enjoyable. I was simply selfish for just leaving home like that. I didn't want to get my dear family wrapped up in my selfishness, or have them experience any unnecessary hardship because of me. You two are important to me after all.
私たちは猫だから
We are
自
cat
分に
girls,
素直
so
な
we're
だ
honest
け
with ourselves. Vanilla! My inner conflict was disrupted by Vanilla. Vanilla had returned at some point, and she looked straight at me as she sat by Chocola.
私なら
For me,
楽しいこ
as
と
long
な
as
ら
it's
ショ
fun,
コラと一緒が
I
い
am
い
fine being with Chocola.
たとえ辛いことで
Even
も
if there are
シ
hardships,
ョコラと一緒にい
I
たい
think I am
と
fine
思う
being with Chocola.
だって
After all,
一緒にい
it's
ら
much
な
more
いことの
lonely and
方
painful when
が
we can't be
寂
together.
しい
Vanilla!
本当に好きなら
If we really
迷
love you,
惑
then
か
that's
け
even
たって一緒に
then
いた
even
い
if it's troublesome, we want to be with
そ
you.
れでも
That is the
一緒にい
reason.
た
That
い
is the
もの
reason
だ
to
と
be
思う
to want to be with you. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of want to be's with yous and be's with yous to want. Jesus, I couldn't read it.
私たちが幸せかどう
Stuff
か
like
なんて
whether we'd be happy or not.
いくらご主人でも
Even though you're our
決め
master,
つけるの
don't you
は
think
違
it's
うと
wrong
思
for you
う
to
よ
decide that?
それに
Shit.
大
Besides,
事な人
when
が
a
大
person
変なら
important to us is in
な
trouble,
おさらそばにい
that's
て
more the reason for us to want to be by their side.
何ができる
We
か
don't know
は
what we
わから
can
ない
do,
けど
but
でも
in tough
辛い
times,
時
we
に
can at least be
そ
by
ば
your
で励
side
ま
to
すこと
cheer
く
you
らい
up. That
で
we
きる
can
よ
do. Her smile was gentle like the setting sun. It was a warm and soft smile. Those uncharacteristic words from Vanilla deeply penetrated and seeped into my heart.
だからきっとしぐ
That
れ
is
も
probably why Shigure let us
私た
follow
ち
you,
が
Master.
しぐれはご主
Since
人
Shigure
と
can't
一
go
緒に
with
行く
you,
こと
she
は
asked
で
us
き
to
ない
go
か
in
ら
her stead, Master.
代わりにお願いってだから
That is
ご
why,
主
if
人が
Master
本
really
当
cares
にショ
about
コ
us,
ラのこと
then
を
I
思う
believe
な
we
ら
should be with you. There was not even the faintest bit of hesitation. They were such honest and absolutely straightforward words. Who am I to dictate Chocolate and Vanilla's happiness? There were no other thoughts in my mind, except for those words that continued to strongly resonate in me.
たとえ何不
Even
自
if we
由が
lived a
ない
worry-free life, we would hate it if
ご主
Master
人
wasn't
様が
around.
ないのは嫌なんですいくら大
No
変
matter
で
how
も
difficult,
ショコ
Chocolate
ラは
wants
ご
to
主
be
人
together
様
with
と一緒
Master.
にいたいんですだからお願い
That's why
します
Chocolate begs you to allow
ご
us
主
to be
人
by
様
your
のそ
side,
ばにい
Master.
させてくださいここが
This
シ
is
ョコ
where
ラがい
Chocolate
たい
wants to
場所
be. She smiled with her tears in her eyes. The voice actor's going crazy, by the way. It was a bright and honest smile. They were nothing but absolutely pure, genuine words. Humans really are at a loss for words when it comes to cat girls, huh? Saying no to their words was not something I could bring myself to do.
ご主人様、それって。
It won't be like it was back at home. You can't just live here however you like. Got it?
大丈夫です。
Woo!
ご主人様がいるだけで。やれやれ。
Well, well.
ついに
Master has
ご主人
finally surrendered.
いやよいやよ
Sometimes people say they hate what they actually love, right? The dreary moment seemed to be blown away by her dazzling smile. Despite all this talk about family, perhaps I was the one that didn't really believe in it. Thinking about all this from their perspective, it was very simple. And here I thought they were acting immaturely. Perhaps catgirls were more human than humans were when it came to honesty. From here on out, we need to do our best all together.
毎晩大トロじゃなくて大丈夫です。たまにでいいです。
Yeah!
お肉も A4 でいい。
For me, A4 grade is fine as long as it's
脂身最高。
Matsuzaka beef. Fatty meat is the best. Is that what you all have been eating at home? Even if the road ahead of us is uncertain. I lovingly rubbed their heads, disheveling their hair. Alright, why don't we head back to the shop district then?
なんでですか？
Eh? Why is that?
お買い物はもう終わったん
Aren't you done with
ですよね。
shopping already? We have to go buy that shampoo you two like, don't we?
おー、ご主人かっ
Oh,
こいい。
Master is so cool.
ついでに
I know.
松坂牛
Hey,
も買おう。
I'm pretty cool. I know. I'm a cool guy. While we're at it, let's buy some Matsuzaka beef. Well, today's a celebration, so why not?
やったー。
Celebratory party!
ご主人
Master is so generous, as expected of our master. Just for today, okay? This was the beginning to a bright new life. And together with the happy and high-spirited Chocola and Vanilla, we took the first steps toward it. Fucking crazy. That was nice. I'll let this play. You know, it's a good, nice little ending. Chocola, yeah. Is that me? I look hot. I look like a very hot man. I'm a very hot individual. I'm a good-looking guy. Yeah. Wait, so is that it also, by the way? Is that it? Like, for the first volume? Because if so, that was pretty short. Like, I feel like that was really short. Okay, yeah. Nekopara Cat's Paradise. So, what now? Master, master! Look, over here! What's going on? Oh yeah, the maid outfits. Chocola, you're super cute. Flip your skirt up just a little. Whoa! Wait, I see him! Wait, oh god! I didn't even notice that before. Don't do that. Master is looking at you with perverted eyes. I'm not, I swear. I swear. No, Master, you better stop fooling around. The two cat girls comedically showed off their uniforms they had just received. Swamped with work, I turned away from them. Yeah, it looks really good. Although it was last minute, I'm glad that we found something decent. Yep, good. I was the one who chose these though. Alright, looks good on you too, Vanilla. I'm counting on you too, okay? Well, we'll do our best to the extent of our ability. Yeah. Since Master did prepare these uniforms for us, I guess I might as well. I will try. Come on, you aren't being honest. You should also give Master some eye candy by flipping your skirt up a bit. Vanilla, come on. Whoa, I don't need that. I'm good. I'm not that kind of cat girl. I don't need that. I'm good. That isn't my skirt. Whoa, what's happening? My cat girls sure are energetic. I looked at the frolicking cat girls out of the corner of my eye as I wiped the trays and tableware. We open tomorrow, huh? The necessary ingredients were already in the refrigerator and the decorative plans for the shop had arrived. I thought I'd sound more excited about all of this, but naturally that wasn't the case. Time did fly by when we were just trying to get everything prepared though. I reached for the business cards that had just arrived that morning. Patisserie La Soulier. What are those? Just what could those be? Oh, could those be those things called business cards? Yep. It's a single card that tells you everything about this shop. You have no sense of discretion in an era where everyone is protective of their privacy. No, that's exactly what business cards are used for. She knew about protecting personal information, but not about business cards? Well, it was true that it would be a pain if I was in some sort of strange business or something. Yes, it would be nice if everything went like that. I rubbed the high-spirited Chocola on the head as if that dream had already been granted. If she was already this genuinely happy about things, I began to feel like it all might go well. It was really reassuring to have someone else here along with me. I found myself thinking about that all again. What are we staring at? What's wrong, Vanilla? I would like one of those cards. Is that okay? I don't mind. It was rare for Vanilla to want something like that. But I imagine even cat girls like to have mementos. I had several hundred cards, so it really wasn't a big deal. Jesus! Calm down. Okay, I had a lot made, so go ahead and take however many you'd like. Hey, wait, you can't take all of them! That's not what I meant by take however many you want. Well, isn't that exactly what that means, though? I watched Chocolate take the box and go. Maybe Japanese is hard for them to understand. Sheesh. The master said take whatever we like though. Among humans, this is supposedly a peculiar expression the Japanese use. Where are we? Oh, we're in the little shopping district. Oh, I like that. Alright, but we're gonna end this video here, guys. I don't want to do too much, you know. So if you guys enjoyed this episode of Nekopara and want more, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
My girl,